And thank you guys for serving on this Sunday. I wanted to walk you through a few important points for this Sunday at the Oaks Kids. First of all, we have a bunch of handprints and we have a bunch of pictures left over from Oaks Kids VBS. So if you are serving this Sunday and any of these kids are here on this Sunday, please make sure to give them back their photo and their handprint so they can take those home. All right, I'm going to walk you through the lesson of things that are different for this week than normal. I'm not going to go through the entire lesson, but the lesson is on Planning Center, so if you want to see it, you can find it there. Otherwise, you can just pause the video to read it more closely, the front and the back of it. I'm going to walk you through just a few of the fine points. The song that we're doing this week is one that I could not save to the playlist because it is labeled as a kids video, which they don't allow us to save. So you're going to search for this when you open the YouTube app. Walk on Water by Family Force 5. Motions by Chapel Hill Kids, and remind the kids that they did this during VBS, so they are probably already familiar with it. And it is July 23rd, so this week we're just adding where their memory verse is located, so John 16:7. When we get to the actual lesson, it is coming from the Gospel Story Bible this week, and it is the very last lesson. So make sure that they know that we are in the final lesson of this book. This is the end of the New Testament, and we're going to be doing some special things together afterwards that are not in this book before we restart it and start at the beginning of the Old Testament in the fall, in September, I believe. Maybe it's October when we're restarting it. So when you do that story, remember, if you're in K2, the teacher will read it out loud to the group. If you're in 3rd through 5th, allow the kids to read it to you. Just pass the book around paragraph by paragraph. There are 3 copies of the book on both sides of the classroom upstairs. And then after you read that, then locate Revelation 7, 9 through 17. Those are the verses that the story is based on. If you're in K through 2, they'll locate it and then just follow along as the teacher reads it. They're in 3rd through 5th. They should locate it and read it independently and then read it together out loud. And then answering the follow-up questions and doing the memory verse one more time. And then for the craft, now normally we do not do a craft upstairs, but unfortunately for these lessons, I had a really hard time finding an activity for 3rd through 5th to do. So they're just going to do the same craft as K through 2 for this lesson. And so the craft that they're going to make, it contains 3 parts. So the craft is going to eventually look like this, where it's Jesus in the clouds above the people. So you have Jesus that they will need to color and cut out. There's the people they'll need to color. They don't cut it out, they just hole punch. So they're going to hole punch the middle cloud and hole punch above the people. And then they're going to have a piece of thread to connect them together. So that is a craft that they're going to be completing in both groups, and that is it. Everything else is the same as usual. Just remember that you have to look up the song on YouTube this week. It's not going to be on our playlist, and that we are doing a craft with both groups today. I thank you guys so much for serving. I look forward to seeing you guys this weekend. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me anytime, and we'll see you soon.